There are fruits that seem to have come from other planets. Fruits that smell so bad they're banned in hotels and airplanes. Others that completely alter your palate, making lemons taste sweet as honey. Some cost thousands of dollars per unit. Others can only be found on remote islands and are so rare that very few people have ever tasted them. Prepare yourself for a journey through the strangest, most delicious, and surprising side of the plant kingdom. These 12 fruits will challenge everything you think you know about food. Fruit number 1, the Akebia. We begin our journey in Japan, Korea, and China, where the Akebia grows, also known as chocolate vine. This fruit looks like a shiny purple eggplant that opens by itself when ripe, revealing translucent white pulp with embedded black seeds that resemble white chocolate filling. The outer shell is thick and can be cooked as a vegetable with a slightly bitter taste. But the inner pulp is the real star. It has a creamy texture and delicate flavor that resembles a mix of lychee, banana, and melon. The Akebia is so rare that even in its countries of origin, it's considered a luxury delicacy. Traditionally, it was collected in wild mountains, but recent commercial cultivation is making it more accessible. The vine's flowers exhale a chocolate fragrance, giving rise to the popular name. In traditional Asian medicine, Akebia has been used for centuries to treat inflammations and urinary problems. Fruit number 2, the Kiwano. We now travel to Africa, where the Kiwano, or African horned cucumber, grows in arid regions. This fruit looks like an orange dinosaur egg covered in spikes. When cut, it reveals lime-green gelatinous pulp full of seeds. The flavor is refreshing and unique, a combination of cucumber, kiwi, and banana with a citrus touch. The texture is slippery and watery, perfect for hot climates. The Kiwano is extremely drought-resistant, able to grow in conditions where few other fruits would survive. It's rich in vitamin C, magnesium, and potassium, traditionally used as a hydration source in desert regions. Its thick shell allows prolonged storage without refrigeration. Today, Kiwano is cultivated in New Zealand, the United States, and other countries, frequently used in sophisticated cocktails and gourmet salads for its exotic appearance. Fruit number 3, the Gac Fruit. The Gac Fruit is a bright red jewel from Southeast Asia, particularly Vietnam. This large fruit, the size of a small melon, has a shell covered with soft spines. When opened, it reveals seeds covered by a viscous red membrane incredibly rich in lycopene and beta-carotene, containing 100 times more lycopene than tomatoes. The flavor is mild and slightly sweet. In Vietnam, gac is a traditional ingredient in XOI gac, red glutinous rice served at weddings and Lunar New Year celebrations, symbolizing luck and prosperity. The fruit is so nutritious, it's being studied for its potential anti-cancer properties. However, its availability is extremely limited outside Asia, and the fresh fruit deteriorates rapidly after harvest. Fruit number 4, the durian. Prepare yourself now for the king of controversial fruits, the durian. Native to Southeast Asia, durian is famous for two completely opposite things. an absolutely nauseating smell, and a heavenly flavor for those who appreciate it. Described as smelling like sewage, rotten onions, and sweaty socks mixed together, durian is banned from hotels, airplanes, and public transportation in many Asian countries. Its shell is covered with hard, sharp spines. But for its devotees, the creamy yellow pulp inside is food of the gods, with complex flavor that combines cream, almonds, caramel, and a touch of onion. The texture is like cream cheese. There are dozens of varieties, some costing hundreds of dollars per fruit. Durian is extremely nutritious, rich in B and C vitamins, plus minerals. Serious warnings advise against consuming alcohol with durian, as the combination can cause severe discomfort. If you enjoy topics related to nature and science, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. We're sure you'll love the fascinating content we'll present here. Fruit number 5, the Salak. The Salak, or snake fruit, grows on palm trees in Southeast Asia, particularly Indonesia. Its name comes from the reddish-brown shell covered with overlapping scales that perfectly resemble snakeskin. Peeling salak requires care, as the scales are sharp. Inside, we find creamy white segments that resemble giant garlic cloves. The flavor varies significantly between varieties. Some are sweet and crispy like apple with pineapple notes. Others are acidic and astringent. The texture is simultaneously crunchy and creamy, an unusual combination. Salak is rich in tannins, giving that characteristic dry mouth sensation. In Indonesia, there are festivals dedicated exclusively to this fruit, celebrating the best regional varieties. Fruit number 6, the Rambutan. The Rambutan, whose name means hairy in Malay, is one of the most visually surprising fruits. It looks like a red or yellow golf ball covered with silicone tentacles. Despite its alien appearance, it's a close relative of lychee. Upon removing the hairy shell, a succulent, translucent white pulp is revealed with a sweet and slightly floral flavor, very similar to lychee, but generally sweeter. The central seed is slightly toxic when raw, but when roasted can be consumed and tastes like almond. Rambutan is native to Southeast Asia, but today is cultivated in tropical regions around the world. It's rich in vitamin C, iron, and calcium. The fruit is so popular in Thailand that there's even a giant rambutan statue in one of the producing provinces. Fruit number 7, the black sapote. The black sapote, or chocolate pudding fruit, is native to Central America and Mexico. This fruit, green on the outside, doesn't impress visually, but when fully ripe, the interior transforms into a dark brown pulp with the texture and appearance of chocolate pudding. The flavor is surprisingly sweet, resembling smooth chocolate mixed with caramel and date. The fruit can be eaten with a spoon directly from the shell or used in smoothies and desserts. Black sapote belongs to the same family as persimmon. It's rich in vitamin C and potassium. Curiously, despite looking and tasting similar to chocolate, it contains no caffeine or theobromine. The Aztecs consumed this fruit centuries ago, but it remains relatively unknown outside its native regions. Fruit number 8, the mangosteen. The mangosteen is called the queen of fruits, in contrast to durian, the king. Native to Southeast Asia, it has a dark purple thick shell that, when opened, reveals white segments perfectly arranged like flower petals. The flavor is described by many as the best fruit in the world, a sublime combination of sweet and sour with notes of peach, strawberry, and citrus, all in a juicy texture that melts in your mouth. The shell contains xanthones, compounds with powerful anti-inflammatory properties studied for their potential medicinal applications. Mangosteen is notoriously difficult to cultivate, taking up to 10 years for a tree to start producing fruit. Queen Victoria of England offered rewards for anyone who could bring fresh mangosteens to Europe, a nearly impossible task before modern refrigeration. Fruit number 9, the Buddha's hand. Buddha's hand is one of the most visually strange fruits. Belonging to the citrus family, this fruit literally looks like yellow fingers coming out of a central base, sometimes with up to 20 separate segments. The most surprising thing is that it contains no pulp or juice, only extremely aromatic thick peel and white pith. It's all perfumed peel. The aroma is intensely citrus, floral, and fresh. In China and Japan, Buddha's hand is a symbol of happiness, longevity, and good fortune, often offered in temples or used as a gift. The peel is candied, used to make liqueurs or grated over dishes to add intense citrus aroma. In perfumery, Buddha's hand essential oil is highly valued. The fruit ripens in winter and can perfume an entire room for weeks. Fruit number 10, the Monstera Deliciosa. Monstera Deliciosa, also known as the skeleton fruit, comes from the same plant that's popular as an indoor ornamental. The fruit looks like a green corn cob covered with hexagonal scales. The challenge is that Monstera takes up to a year to fully ripen, and eating the fruit before its time causes severe irritation in the mouth and throat due to calcium oxalate crystals. When perfectly ripe, the scales naturally come off, revealing creamy white pulp with extraordinary flavor described as a combination of pineapple, banana, mango, and coconut. It's a tropical flavor explosion. The fruit is so delicate and has such a narrow ripening window that commercialization is practically impossible, making it extremely rare. Fruit number 11, the Coco de Mer. The Coco de Mer is the heaviest seed in the plant kingdom, able to weigh up to 30 kilograms. Native only to the Seychelles Islands, specifically 2 islands, this fruit takes 6 to 7 years to fully ripen on the tree. The shape is notoriously suggestive, resembling a female human pelvis, which generated countless myths and legends. For centuries, before the discovery of its origin, Coco de Mer found floating in the oceans were considered magical, worth fortunes. The inner pulp is gelatinous when young and hardens with age. The flavor is mild and slightly sweet. Due to extreme rarity and strict legal protection, Coco de Mer is one of the most expensive and regulated substances in the world. Each seed is numbered and tracked by the Seychelles government. Fruit number 12, the miracle fruit. Finally, We arrive at the miracle fruit, a small red berry from West Africa that has an absolutely magical property. After eating this fruit, which by itself has a slightly sweet and bland flavor, something extraordinary happens. Your perception of sour taste transforms completely. Lemons taste sweet like sugared lemonade. Vinegar tastes like apple juice. This effect lasts from 30 minutes to 2 hours. Miraculin, a protein present in the fruit, binds to taste buds and changes how they perceive acidity. Miracle fruit is used to help chemotherapy patients who have lost their sense of taste and diabetics who desire sweetness without sugar. Despite immense commercial potential, the fruit is delicate and difficult to transport, remaining relatively rare. These 12 fruits show us that nature is infinitely more creative and surprising than any chef or food scientist could imagine. Each of these exotic fruits represents millions of years of evolution, creating unique flavors, aromas, textures, and properties. They remind us that culinary wonders are still waiting to be discovered in the most remote corners of our planet.